So, you think Tony Stark, the Iron Man, is the richest guy in the MCU? Well, hold on to your arc reactors because you're about to be shooketh. Turns out Tony isn't even in the top 3. And before you start yelling, but what about Thor? He's a literal king. Yeah, well, last I checked, Asgard is basically a floating pile of space rubble, so homeless king vibes. Sorry, buddy. But don't worry, we've got you covered with the official, and totally not made up in a basement, list of the top 10 richest MCU characters. Let's dive in. Xavier Reed Richards. Mr. Fantastic is one of the most intelligent and wealthy characters in the Marvel Universe. His wealth primarily stems from his incredible scientific genius and his leadership role in the Fantastic Four. As a brilliant inventor, Reed has created countless advanced technologies, including the Fantastic Four's headquarters, the Baxter Building, a multitude of scientific inventions, and the iconic Fantastic Four suits. Additionally, his work in fields such as space exploration, quantum physics, and dimensional travel has led to significant scientific breakthroughs, some of which he has commercialized through his various ventures and patents. Richards is also the founder of Richards Enterprises, a highly successful research and development company, further cementing his place as one of the wealthiest individuals in the Marvel Universe. Reed Richards' estimated net worth is generally placed in the range of $12 billion to $30 billion. While his wealth comes from his scientific enterprises, much of it is tied to his patents, his leadership of the Fantastic Four, and his status as one of the most influential minds in the Marvel Universe. Despite his financial success, Reed is often portrayed as a humble and altruistic character, more focused on solving global issues and advancing human knowledge than accumulating wealth. However, his ability to create life-changing technologies and his widespread influence in various scientific communities contribute to his position as one of the wealthiest and most respected figures in Marvel. 9. Wilson Fisk. Wilson Fisk, also known as the Kingpin, is one of the most powerful and wealthy criminal masterminds in the Marvel Universe. His wealth primarily comes from his control over various illegal enterprises, including drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, and arms dealing. Fisk's criminal empire extends across New York City and beyond, with his operations spanning multiple industries, often using legal businesses as fronts for his illicit activities. As a mastermind of organized crime, he also controls significant portions of the city's real estate and other lucrative ventures, consolidating his power and wealth through his underworld influence. His network of corrupt officials, mercenaries, and henchmen further strengthens his grip on both the legitimate and illegal aspects of his business empire. Fisk's estimated net worth is difficult to calculate precisely due to the secretive and illegal nature of his wealth, but it is commonly believed to be in the range of $10 billion to $30 billion. His fortune comes from the vast criminal operations he runs, as well as his investments in legitimate industries like real estate, where he controls prime properties in New York. His wealth also enables him to maintain a lavish lifestyle, including multiple palatial estates, private security, and personal enforcers. Though his criminal activities keep him in the shadows, Wilson Fisk's combination of ruthless business acumen and underworld dominance makes him one of the wealthiest and most dangerous figures in the Marvel Universe. 8. Emma Frost. White Queen is one of the wealthiest and most influential characters in the Marvel Universe, particularly due to her dual role as both a telepath and a powerful businesswoman. Frost is a prominent member of the Hellfire Club, a secretive and elite organization that controls much of the financial and political landscape of the world. Her wealth largely stems from her ownership of Frost International, a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate with holdings in a wide range of industries, including real estate, technology, and finance. As a shrewd businesswoman, Emma has expanded her wealth through corporate mergers, acquisitions, and manipulating the stock market, all while maintaining her position of power within the Hellfire Club and the mutant community. Frost's estimated net worth is typically placed in the range of $10 billion to $50 billion, though the exact figure fluctuates depending on her corporate success and the current state of her business ventures. Beyond her financial empire, Emma also has the ability to manipulate minds, which she has used to both gain and protect her wealth, making her a formidable figure in both the business and mutant worlds. Her psychic abilities allow her to maintain an upper hand in negotiations, espionage, and control over various powerful individuals, ensuring her wealth and influence remain largely unchallenged. As both a member of the X-Men and a key player in the Hellfire Club, Emma Frost is one of the most complex and wealthy characters in the Marvel Universe. 7. Victor Von Doom. Dr. Doom is one of the wealthiest characters in the Marvel Comics universe. His immense fortune primarily comes from his role as the ruler of Latveria, a small but resource-rich Eastern European country that he governs with absolute power. As a monarch, Doom controls the country's natural resources, technology, and infrastructure, providing him with substantial financial wealth. Beyond his political influence, Doom is also a brilliant scientist, inventor, and sorcerer, using his advanced technological creations and mastery of magic to further enhance his wealth. His inventions, such as his Doombots and state-of-the-art weaponry, add to his status as a powerful industrial magnate, making him one of the wealthiest and most influential figures in the Marvel Universe. In terms of estimated net worth, Dr. Doom's fortune is often pegged at around $35 billion to $75 billion, though the exact figure varies depending on the source. His vast wealth comes from several income streams, including control over Latvian resources, lucrative scientific ventures, and intellectual property generated by his innovations. While the MCU has yet to fully explore Doom's financial empire, his combination of political power, technological prowess, and mystical abilities places him among the top wealthiest characters in Marvel. If his character is fully developed in future MCU projects, it's likely that Dr. Doom could rank among the most financially influential figures, potentially securing a spot in the top 10 wealthiest MCU characters. 6. Tony Stark. Iron Man is widely regarded as one of the wealthiest characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. His vast fortune comes from his family's legacy in the weapons manufacturing industry, where Stark Industries, his family-owned company, has been a leading player for decades. Stark Industries produces cutting-edge technology for military and commercial applications, providing Tony with a steady stream of income from government contracts, private partnerships, and global sales. As a genius inventor, Tony also personally profits from his groundbreaking advancements in robotics, artificial intelligence, and renewable energy, which help keep Stark Industries at the forefront of the tech industry. Tony Stark's estimated net worth is often placed in the range of $100 billion to $200 billion, making him one of the richest characters in the MCU. His fortune is largely tied to his ownership of Stark Industries, which remains one of the most influential and profitable corporations in the world. Stark's wealth is further bolstered by his ownership of multiple high-value assets, including his luxurious properties, the Iron Man suits, and his personal advancements in cutting-edge technologies. In addition to his business ventures, Tony Stark's investments in sustainable energy and his philanthropic work through the Stark Foundation further establish him as a global economic powerhouse. 5. Charles Francis Xavier. Professor X is one of the most influential and powerful figures in the Marvel Universe, but his wealth is not as prominently featured as his telepathic abilities or his role as the leader of the X-Men. While not typically ranked among the wealthiest superheroes, Xavier's wealth comes from a combination of inheritance, the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning, and various philanthropic ventures. Professor X inherited the vast fortune of his family, the Xavier estate, which includes significant properties and resources. The Xavier Institute, a prestigious school for young mutants, serves as a base of operations for the X-Men and is funded by Xavier's personal wealth, donations, and government grants. This institute also has access to high-tech research and development, further bolstering Xavier's financial standing. Though the exact amount of his wealth is not clearly defined in the comics or films, it is likely that Charles Xavier's fortune would place him in the upper ranks of Marvel's wealthiest characters, though not at the level of figures like Tony Stark or Black Panther. Xavier's wealth, while considerable, is generally depicted as secondary to his focus on advancing mutant rights, education, and his mission to create a peaceful coexistence between mutants and humans. His wealth, much like his influence, serves as a means to further his ideals rather than as a central aspect of his character. Quattro, Roberto DaCosta. Roberto DaCosta, also known as Sunspot, is considered one of the wealthiest superheroes in the Marvel Universe due to his ownership of a significant company, Costa Agritech. This company is a major global corporation in the Marvel Universe, primarily involved in agricultural technology and energy resources. Roberto inherited the company after the death of his father, which significantly bolstered his financial standing. As a result, Sunspot's wealth comes from his position as a CEO of a multinational corporation with vast investments in renewable energy, biotechnologies, and advanced agricultural solutions. His wealth is also enhanced by his keen business acumen, making him an influential figure both in the corporate world and within the superhero community. While the exact amount of Roberto DaCosta's wealth isn't clearly stated in the comics or MCU, it's estimated to be in the billions of dollars. His company's success, especially in energy technologies and biotechnology, positions him as a powerful financial player. His wealth, combined with his superhuman abilities, makes him a significant figure in the Marvel Universe, ranking as one of the richest superheroes, often in the same tier as Tony Stark and Black Panther. However, his wealth is more rooted in business and investments rather than technological inventions or inheritances from royalty, which distinguishes his financial empire in the superhero world. 3. Namor. Namor the Submariner, also known as Namor Mackenzie, is one of Marvel's oldest and most powerful characters, often regarded as one of the wealthiest superheroes in the Marvel Universe. As the ruler of Atlantis, a technologically advanced and resource-rich underwater kingdom, Namor has access to vast amounts of wealth, including precious underwater minerals, advanced Atlantean technology, and treasures accumulated over centuries. His kingdom's wealth is comparable to that of Wakanda, making him one of the most affluent figures in the Marvel Universe. Namor's personal wealth is tied to his royal status, and he often uses his resources to fund his endeavors, whether as a hero, an anti-hero, or even a villain, depending on his motivations. Namor's wealth is not just monetary, it also includes the immense cultural and military assets of Atlantis. The kingdom's advanced technology, such as its powerful warships and weaponry, adds to his overall influence and power. While exact figures for Namor's wealth are never explicitly stated in Marvel canon, it is widely accepted that his resources are nearly limitless, rivaling those of other wealthy Marvel figures like T'Challa and Tony Stark. However, Namor's wealth is often overshadowed by his complex personality and his role as a sometimes ally, sometimes enemy to the surface world, making him a unique and unpredictable force in the Marvel Universe. 2. T'Challa. Move over, Jeff Bezos. T'Challa, the Black Panther and King of Wakanda, is the ultimate billionaire superhero, and he didn't need a single Amazon Prime delivery to get there. This guy's wealth is so vast it makes Tony Stark's suits look like hand-me-downs from a garage sale. But how did T'Challa become the richest guy in the MCU? Let's dive into the vibranium-lined pockets of Wakanda's finest. First off, T'Challa is the king of Wakanda, a hidden African nation that's basically the Silicon Valley of the Marvel Universe, except instead of tech bros, they have warrior tribes and futuristic gadgets powered by vibranium. Vibranium is the rarest metal on Earth, Captain America's shield, made of it, and Wakanda has a monopoly on it. Imagine owning the only mine of a metal that's worth more than gold, platinum, and Bitcoin combined. That's T'Challa's piggy bank. But wait, there's more. Wakanda isn't just rich in resources. It's centuries ahead of the rest of the world in technology. Their energy, medicine, and transportation systems are so advanced, they make Stark Industries look like a high school science fair. T'Challa doesn't just own vibranium, he owns the patents, the tech, and the kingdom that produces it all. Now let's talk net worth. While Tony Stark's fortune was estimated at around $12.4 billion, T'Challa's wealth is in the trillions. Some estimates put Wakanda's vibranium reserves alone at $90 trillion. Add in Wakanda's tech, real estate, and cultural assets, and T'Challa's net worth could easily surpass $500 trillion. That's enough to buy Earth, Mars, and a few moons for good measure. In short, T'Challa isn't just a king, he's a global economic powerhouse wrapped in a vibranium suit. And the best part? He uses his wealth to help the world, not just to build fancy gadgets or buy yachts. All hail the king. 1. Black Bolt. So sources of wealth for a king might include a kingdom's resources. The Inhumans have Attilan, their city, which was on the moon and then moved. If Attilan has advanced technology, maybe they have valuable resources or tech that they can trade or sell. Also, maybe they have accumulated wealth over centuries. Black Bolt, as the king, would control all that. Black Bolt, the MCU's wealthiest silent superstar, makes Tony Stark's vaults look like a piggy bank. Thanks to a fortune built on Royal Moon real estate, he's king of Attilan, a kingdom that's hopped from the Himalayas to lunar timeshares. A monopoly on Terrigen Mist, the ultimate pay-to-power scheme before it went rogue, and a stock portfolio managed entirely through eyebrow raises and stoic nods. His financial advisors use sign language and smoke signals. While Stark blew cash fixing cities, Black Bolt saves trillions by not accidentally obliterating Wall Street with a yawn, making him the insurance industry's favorite mute monarch. His net worth? A cool $100 trillion, enough to buy Twitter, rebrand it Whisper, and still afford a diamond-encrusted muzzle to keep his world-shaking voice in check. So yeah, he's rich enough to crash the intergalactic housing market, but he'll let his kingdom's moon-based views do the talking. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Let us know in the comments if you have any suggestions or want to see more on your favorite Marvel characters. We'd love to hear your thoughts.